Oh my, it's loud. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi guys.
I'm gonna start by this and this, and you can see us. Nice, lovely. And we are back in the office.
Hello everyone. Are you happy to see the team back together? I hope so. You've seen his face too often. I think you're getting
too much.
tired.
Way too much.
I think it's time to incorporate me again. Do you have space?
Okay. Good. Hello, hello. Finally, we have a good setup. We shouldn't have too much problem with the sound, too much problem with the image quality. So nice. Hello, everyone.
Hi guys. Welcome. So, guys. It's Nicola.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering where you were going with that. Yeah, okay. It's me.
I haven't seen him in a week. You guys saw him more than I saw him.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, Munaola, yeah, that's the point. We're all gonna play GameCube now. Because I didn't know which music to put, and when you don't know which music to put, you always put Zelda. And it worked nicely. So that's good. So, what are we going to talk about today?
So today we're going to talk about how to nail 3D printing supports. So this is something that I would say seems pretty simple, but
it's not.
In my opinion, it's not at all, actually. I'm still getting the hang of it. I actually have a print here we're going to show you that I failed with. I'll show you guys later on.
It's kind of like I think we already showed you this print.
This one? No.
Yeah, this one. I
don't think we have, because I'm too ashamed of it.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I didn't show this one.
I mean, we talk about it at least.
Yeah, we talked
I'm sure.
I don't know. Let me know, guys, if I've shown you this print, because I tend to show you guys the same prints over and over again.
Yeah.
So let me know if I've already shown you this. But anyways, yeah, we're going to talk about 3D printing supports, from what it is to why we use it, how we use it, to the types of supports there is, and then we can also discuss on the challenges that it has, on your opinions, your advice, your tips and tricks for us, our tips and tricks also for you, more Nicola's tips and tricks for you. But yeah, we're going to talk about that, and of course, like always with these streams, we are going to do a giveaway.
Yeah, the giveaway. I almost forgot about the giveaway, but yeah, there will be a giveaway. Yeah, before talking about the sport, we're also gonna talk a little bit about the TCT, do like a little follow up for those who weren't with us, and yeah, let's just chat together. We will see where we go.
Yes.
As always, I wanted to say something about the supports. I forgot, so I will remember when we will actually talk about the support. But yeah. And yeah, Builders Mark, you made a file. I mean, send the file. We always... Did I show it to you?
No, but
I spoiled it. Oh my god.
You spoiled my print!
Send the file. We're always looking for files. Even more when it's testing and things like that. And I always forgot his name, I'm sorry, but someone designed a mushroom and they said that they posted it on Reddit, but I didn't find it. So now I'm missing the shroom. I want the shroom, but I don't know where it is.
Same mushroom, because shroom is something different.
I mean, it's the same, it's just the drug, but I'm talking about the 3D print. Like, it's still a shroom. Anyway. It's, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm not gonna... We're on a 3D printing channel here.
Yes, so let's first talk about TCT, because we have you here, I have you here. Tell us, how was it? Did you meet any cool characters? Did you have fun? Give us your experience at TCT.
First, thank you, Emiliaden, for the follow. And don't forget to follow the channel, of course. Because we were at the TCT and a lot of people follow, so I was happy. So what's the TCT? For those of you who weren't there, basically it's a fair, a 3D printing fair it changed of city every year, but this year it was in Detroit. It's always in the US, but this year it was in Detroit. Next year will be in Boston. And there is a lot of like booth of 3D printing related company, a lot of filament maker, printer maker, some very niche and specific type of industry. Like we saw some very, very nice product. Like I think most of you, I mean, I say most of you, but some of you may have seen it. It's the 3D printing in the gel, for example. Like
Explain.
It's I cannot explain. It's basic. You have to see it to it's basically injecting some kind of resin inside a gel instead of just printing it.
Like a mold,
like,
you mean?
No, it's like you have like an aquarium. So instead of water, it's like a jelly thingy, and then there's a needle that prints stuff inside the jelly with another material. It's hard to explain if you don't see it.
I mean, I kind of get the picture, but I would love to see it. Do you know which company it was? Do you remember?
No.
Ah, damn it. If anyone knows who does it, put it in the comments. I would love to look at From Printable Scenery. There. No, that's the mushroom.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to think about it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, if anyone knows, put it in the comments. I would love to go see what Nicola is
yeah,
about.
and it's like, yeah, so it's printing silicone using hydrogel, exactly. And it's like, basically you have like you have a silicone thing after, so you can have bags, you can have cushion, I say Mathieu, like you can have like, it's funny. But this was like a pretty big company. There were also some very small company making some stuff very cool. Like we saw a resin that was a flexible resin that was 8A. So for instance, most TPU filaments are like 95A. And the lower the number, the more flexible it is, basically. And 8A is crazy soft. And so it was funny to see like something that soft. It was that was actually like a 3D print. Rapid Liquid Print
okay,
is
thanks.
who made it.
I'm going to look at it tomorrow.
RLP. Okay. Yeah. Well, you should go look because it's very funny. Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, there were plenty of things.
How was your live stream? With Matthew.
The live stream were actually nice. It's
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was quite challenging because you're streaming in a fair with a lot of noise. For those who were there, you know that next to us there were a machine, like I think it was a plastic injector or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but it made a lot of noise, so it was quite challenging to have like a good quality sound. But I think it was okay.
If anyone was there, tell us in the comments how it went, like how it was for you guys, if you guys did attend it. I don't know if the people in America are awake just yet, except for Builders Mark, because I know you're from America. But if anyone else is there, let us know if you went, if you attended. It would be nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it.
I don't think we didn't see anybody from the chat there, but maybe some of you were there. Without saying hello, would be a shame. But
would have been a shame.
But yeah, and yeah, it was a record viewing on YouTube, which was nice. Very surprising. It was nice.
Hopefully, we keep that luck for the next one that we attend to. But okay, guys, let's jump into this because we've been yapping for 20 minutes now. So let's actually talk about what we came here to talk about, and that is 3D printing supports. So it took me a while to understand it because I always used the automated one, and I always used the one that doesn't look like a tree. And I found that one to be the most difficult one. And then Nicola taught me to use the tree one. And then it took me like the longest time to realize that you could also add supports manually. So let's talk about what supports are for the people that don't know.
I mean,
It's in the
This
word.
is a support.
It's in the word, I
That's
guess.
it. That's the end of the stream. This is a support. You should use organic support with automatic function, and you don't have to do anything else, and that's it. And and now you will have nice support and nice print, and it's finished.
Thank
No.
guys for the stream. See you next week.
I like organic support, by the way. Just a little note on that is that what's funny is that this one didn't exist on normal consumer slicer.
You mean the tree one?
Yeah, the tree one before, like, I think it went on Prusa slicer in like 2021, something like that.
Oh, it's recent.
Yeah, and before that we only had the normal vertical I don't know the name, but the normal
The creepy
support,
looking
basically.
one.
The one that are hard to remove, and
Messed up my models every single time.
exactly. I mean, there I have the advantage in some situation, but the tree support mostly are the most versatile now, and that's for a major reason. Is that you can see it on this one. If I have like a flat surface, well, it's gonna be my end, but like you can see that the tree support is not straight, like
Maybe you can
it's
show like
printed
this.
like that. Yeah, but this one is straight, so this one we don't
Oh.
see really.
Okay.
But like, for example, if I want to print this vase, you can see that it's like, the vase is not a good example, but like, it's not straight here, meaning it can move on the z-axis. And what's good with that is that if I want to support, let's say, what can I take? Like, basically, I can support parts that are not above the build plate, and this is very useful because the tree can basically walk his way to the place to support, and then it's going to be easy to remove. For example, we made this one with like fixed supports, so we cannot remove the support. I'm gonna reduce a bit the sound of the music. It's
What do
pretty
you mean
loud.
you cannot remove the support?
I mean, it's a setting, basically, in the print that we glued the support to the print. We made it on purpose so we can see the support. It's a setting that we tweaked for that. But basically, you will be able to see inside that on this part, that the support basically are finding their way inside the print to support the parts that are not above the build plate. Because in a normal situation, like if I printed it like that, with the straight support, it would have support only the parts above. The other solution for that is to print the support on the part, but it's very bad because usually you have like a bad finish where the support was. And yeah, just quickly, I said that it was glued. It's not actually glued. It's just that when you print a support, you always put a little gap between the support and the place you want to support. Otherwise, you cannot remove it. And so this one don't have the gap. So basically, it's just like as if the support was part of the part. And I just realized that we're gonna say the word support a lot of time in this stream, and it's gonna be quite exhausting. So yeah.
You know what? Let's just jump into the issue that I always have.
Yeah. The
Why
letter.
not? So someone commented on my dashhund. I'm, by the way, a big fan of Duckers. So dashhund. I don't even know what the English word is for dashhund. I don't know.
Cannot help you.
Sausage dog.
Yeah, sausage dog.
This is my favorite dog. Anyways, I wanted to do a print with the sausage dog, and I decided I'm going to do supports because obviously I have floating areas and then like area that made no sense. It completely destroyed. Can you show them?
Yep.
Destroyed my my model, and it happens so often to me, and I don't know how I can avoid this. Maybe you guys have tips for me, the ones that are using often supports just like I am. But it's like, it's so frustrating because every single model, like also this one, you can go down, this one as well. So nice, it looks nice from far, but if you look here, I have pieces that I had to put support. So the vase itself looks so good, and then you look at my little piece here and it's destroyed. And I cannot use this vase anymore. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically, there is one big rule for support, is that the best support you can have is no support at all. And it sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke. Usually you do it, what I mean by that is that you try to print your part a certain way so that you don't have to put support, or otherwise you try to design the model so you don't have to put support. So that's why, for example, we try to not put to not put round thing on the build plate, and to always have straight angle, like this one, for example. This one, it's like straight here. We didn't round the corner because around it's hard to support and it doesn't print good. But sometimes you don't have the choice. Like this one, for example, you don't have the choice. You cannot do the design differently because you...
But my question is, instead of using the tree support, wouldn't then I don't even know what the other one's called. The middle child support. Just joking, but like...
So actually, in this case, no.
Not?
I mean, it depends, but no. In this case, usually no. There is two issues that we see with the print, and as Matey said, the tree organic support is the default choice. So sometimes you have issue with a big flat surface. Basically, I say that, but big flat surface also sometimes is easy to remove with organic. But usually organic is very nice in this kind of situation when you have like, you see that the surface here is not flat. It's like not at the same level. Here it's not at the same level. And if you look at the front, like in between the ears, there is small area. So for this kind of thing, the organic support is actually the good choice. But the first problem is that if you put it on the build plate, you can see that the bottom here is way too close to the bed. And so the problem is that, just like a tree, the support doesn't have enough space to grow. And so in order for an organic support like that to be efficient, you need it to be like a certain height to have the time to make its shape, and most importantly, make his interface layer. That's what we're gonna talk a bit after. And so that's why, in this case, for example, sometimes the best solution is to raise the model from the bed to give more space for the support to grow. That's the first solution to have a better bottom, basically.
I don't know, guys. It's so frustrating because this stuff, like, honestly, I think like 9 out of my 10 models have looked like this.
It's like that's the first thing before trying to
But I don't know how these people get it right. Like the ones that are posting it online. Like, how are you guys getting this right? The ones who post their models on Maker's World and stuff like that. Because your models all look good. And I'm not making these models. I'm just using yours.
Well, basically, first Maker World is in a way quite nice for that. Is that usually it's everybody have the same printer. It's like only Bamboo printer.
Yeah.
Since it's the Bamboo website, so it's a bit easier because all the setting should work.
What happens if you get it from
printer,
printables?
which is the same. If you have a non-pre-supported model that you imported from Printable, for example, and that you put on the Bamboo, or you have to tweak the support yourself. And as Builders Mark said, it's a lot of testing, and it's two things. It's knowing your filament and knowing your printer, because not all the printer will react the same. And so it's testing the printer to see the limit, to see what setting is better for a printer, what setting is better for another. Usually on Bamboo now, and same from Prusa, it's like the base setting on most case is okay.
Yeah.
It will do the job. Like, okay, this one is not beautiful, but in the end, it worked. Like it printed, like the ears are here, everything is in place. So in the end, it printed, which is already great.
Yeah.
So that's the first step in a way.
I thought maybe I could find a way to remove it differently. Like, does removing it also a factor?
Yeah, there is. Of course, like if you on sensitive area like the ears, for example, if you pull them too hard, if you like just try, like you take it out of the bed and you try to remove them right
but
away.
Like something like that. Do you think that can be due to removing it, or do you think that's just how it would have looked anyway? Like,
no, the bottom here would have looked like that anyway, because it's the printed layer that's.
And the bottom of the tummy, like
Yep.
the stomach of the duckle.
Of course.
Do you think that as well?
Nice. So this part would have been like that anyway. The bottom of the tummy though could have been different, because we can see that there is some part that have been pulled out. So sometimes just letting it rest
Is
a
it
bit.
Like, can we sand it down? What do you
is
call
nice.
it?
Well, we
Sandpaper?
did a stream about the
Yeah, but,
post-processing, and during this we mentioned the fact
Cannot even remember.
that sending filaments, especially PLA, is not working very nicely. It leave like, you can see it here, it leave like white spot. I mean, you cannot really see, but because it's kind of white on white. But basically, sending it leaves some white spot. I'm sorry, I don't take the time to read the chat.
Yeah, let's read a little bit some of your thing.
I see all the message, but
Have you tried with a different layer in between the support and the model? PTG,
oh yeah,
if you are printing with PLA.
yeah.
No, I have not.
That's
I have not.
that's something that we do.
Well, maybe.
Like
yeah.
basically printing, either printing the whole support in a different material, or printing just the interface layer in a different material. There is two issues with it. The first is that it you need to have a multi-material printer, which is not the case for everyone. And when you do, that mean that you need to have like a purge tower for when you will change the support. So it increases the time, it increases the poop, it increases like the risk of failure. But sometimes it works. And the other problem is that, so basically PETG and PLA don't like each other. They never glue to each other. So it's, in this situation, it's nice because we don't want the filament to attach. We don't want the support to attach to the print.
Bravery Girl mentions that she changes the distance from the support to the object from 0.2 to 0.1, and sometimes it helps.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it?
So this is part of the tweaking of the setting that you are finding on your printer, and it depends of the filament and of the mostly of the filament and mostly of the printer. So that's part of the setting that basically there is not a magic formula for that. You need to try. You need to see what settings suit your printer the best. But basically, what's that about is that when you have a support like that and a part on top, as we mentioned with this one, you actually don't print the part right on top of the support. Because if you do that, then there is no difference between the part and the support, and it will just like fuse them together. So what we do is that we actually put the layer of filament a tiny bit higher. So that's the setting. You put it at 0.1, 0.2, just a bit higher. And of course, the higher it is, like the bigger the gap. And this, since there is a little gap between the two, then you can remove them more easily.
But then what's the point of support?
Because the gap is still small. It's 0.1 millimeters, it's 0.2 millimeters. So since the gap is small, the filaments still have something to rest on. It's just that when you print a normal layer like that, when you do a normal print, you really like fuse the plastic together because the gap is way smaller.
Yeah.
And so it glue together basically. And by increasing this gap, you make the support easier to remove. But the risk, just like you said, is that if you have too much of a gap, well, then the support is useless because you're just printing in the void.
Guys, let me know. Do you guys do the automatic one or do you guys use the manual? Because in the beginning, I was only using the automatic and now I actually manually do it. But I know I've seen some people say that they just always opt for the automatic version because it's like less work for them. But I feel like automatic always like also gives unnecessary supports when it doesn't need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which one do you use?
So I use manual support usually. It depends of the part. When I'm lazy, I'm using the automatic support.
Look, I almost always use auto.
Then change the distance. That's depend. When I'm lazy, I'm using the auto because I know it can support everything. But usually when I'm using the manual, it's because I don't want support on specific part of the print.
Yeah, same.
So that's why I use manual because the as you said, the automatic puts support everywhere.
But does it make a difference for the? I don't know how to pronounce your Twitter name, Groovy, who mentioned on resin I do automatic. Does it actually make a difference then for the resin prints? Because you don't have the same problems you have with.
No, resin is
filament.
really totally different than the. I mean, totally. It's not totally, but it's very different than the filament support. The idea is still the same, basically. But it's different. It's way different. And yeah, usually for the resin you use the whole automatic because on resin you have way more support. You have a lot of support, and so doing a manual one would be way too long. But what you do, as Groovy said, is that you put a manual one by one where you want to support the parts. So you let the computer do the biggest job, and then you come finish the thing by adding manually support where you want to support.
Great. Hi, Tolga. Happy to have you here. But moving on quickly to the resin support, do you have the same option as the tree in the normal one for resin support? Is this like one standard type? Or do you also get tree?
No, it's one standard type usually.
Okay.
I mean, there is some little tweak between the shape and the thing like that, but basically it's one single type. So it's because of the nature of how the resin is printed. Basically, with the resin, you have way less overhang than FDM. FDM, for example, you can do what we call bridge, which is literally printing above the void, above nothing. You cannot do that with resin, or like just very small bridge.
This is a resin one, right?
Yeah, this is a resin one.
It's so ugly.
And so
it's so ugly. It freaks me out. Like it gives me like a phobia.
So this one, hopefully, it's cured. We cleaned and cured it before the stream. I was kind of scared. So this one, also, since it's resin, it means that it have been printed upside down also. And so that's why you don't have organic support like on 3D printing. It's only vertical straight support like that. And then at the end there will be a little tree that will grab the parts at that part. And also a quite major difference between the resin and the filament is that we mentioned the gap between the
You
support
obviously can't
and
have
the
it, right?
and the part. And on the resin, you don't have that. It's the opposite. You have like the support is glued, it is really fused, it's printed with the part.
Is it harder to take off?
It's actually way easier because what you do is you break it. Basically, you break it, but the tip where the tip that supports the part is actually very tiny. You can see it on the. I mean, maybe you cannot even see it, but it's like it's very tiny, and so that make it very easy to break and to not leave any mark on the print. And that's also why you have so many of them. Like it's not a surface in which you put the print. It's kind of like thousands of little fingers.
Did
That's
I
all
ask this already? I'm not sure. Please tell me because I might have forgotten. You can do manually, like supports and resin as well, right?
Yeah, basically what you do is that you let the computer generate it. So like that. I mean, that's the most common thing. And then you come and you choose which one to delete. For example, if you have support that you don't want, you can delete one by one each. And then you can also add manual
that's
support.
so time
It is.
consuming.
It is very time consuming, but it's necessary sometimes. And it's quite annoying. It's quite
I really want to know who invented supports. If you guys know who first implemented it, let me know because I don't know the history behind it.
I mean, it's been there since like a very long time, so I will have a hard time saying.
If anyone else knows, let me know. I find it interesting. Like, who thinks of these things? Like, how did they know that this would be better?
Where did you put your PVA comment, Sebastian? Was it in the chat? I don't know. But
I didn't see it.
We don't have PVA. We have PVB. I mean, Mathieu can correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't have PVA. I don't think we have PVA. I think we have PVB. I mean, I'm sure we have PVB since it's here, but I'm not sure we have PVA.
I don't know either. I don't think so either. I mean,
it helps use really hot water or some heat gun. Yeah, to remove the supports of resin.
Can you not just yank it off with the plier?
That's what I mean. You don't even need a plier. Usually you need you just pull them by hand and it's removed very easily, kind of like a scratch or like. The only thing is that
both.
Okay, I forgot we had PVA. Well, then we have both. And so sometimes it leaves a little bit of something on the part, so that's why you use heat to remove it. The only problem with using hot water that I don't like is that after doing that, you have dirty hot water on the end. And are
you gonna drink the hot water or what? Like
no, but like it's not water that you can put in the drain because it's toxic. So
yeah, don't do that because water is recycled.
And so that's a bother. Like I mean, I prefer to have like little imperfection on the print that I can then remove later. But yeah. I think YouTube deleted it because I said it on 3D Sunlu. Put a link. Oh yeah, if you put a link, then yeah.
Are you not allowed to put a link?
Yeah, no. In the chat, the link automatically destroyed.
What happens if we do links?
Oh, I can do it.
Oh.
You cannot do it. I mean, you can do it. No. Well, Sunlu can do it. The account can do it, and maybe Mathieu can do it. I don't know. The moderator can do it.
I just learned also this, by the way, like a few minutes before he's going to get into why he has this. I asked him, why do we have this on the table? And now you can go into it because I had no idea.
It's quite funny though, because it's like 900 grams, but it's so full because the PVB is actually light. It's like, I mean, it's not, anyway, it's, it takes a lot of space. So this is PVB. Polyvinyl butane, I guess.
Something.
I don't know. It's a plastic that melts in alcohol. So isopropyl alcohol or like alcohol, which is nice because we already talked quite a lot about the acetone smoothing. Well, basically this one is an alcohol smoothing, so you can have like a very smooth part if you smooth it with alcohol. But the main point of the PVB is to make support or interface layer.
So that's what it's like, uses.
It's one of the usage here, because that way when you print a support, you can do just like that, meaning you don't have the little gap between the part and the support. You basically glue them together. You print them together, and so you end up with a support that's impossible to remove. But since this one dissolves in alcohol, what you do is that you put the part in alcohol. The PLA won't melt because it doesn't care about the alcohol, but the support will melt, and so you will have a whole part very clean without any support anymore. It will be melt in the...
And PVA is the same, or...
PVA is the same, yeah. To be fair, I don't exactly know the difference between the two.
If you know, let us know.
And it doesn't matter if it's encapsulated parts of the print, it just dissolves. As long...
Doesn't it depend on the filament that you're using? Because I know... what's the one that you always use when you put it in the vapor chamber? Yeah,
it's ABS and ASA. But the thing is, since it dissolves with alcohol, it's okay because there is not much filament that are sensitive to alcohol. There is basically the PVA, PVB, and that's about it. So even the ASA won't like melt in the alcohol. And having a sharp blade and set of tweezers is helpful. Yeah, very helpful to remove the support on the resin especially. But yeah, you mentioned that it doesn't matter if it's encapsulates part of the print.
PVA is for dissolving in water.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the main difference. Okay.
Okay. I would love to get my hands on that.
I'm just gonna finish on the encapsulated part.
Yeah, yes, please.
It's basically just like on the resin, as long as you have like hole, for example, that allow the alcohol to go dissolve, or the water to go dissolve the support, and then to go back, because if it's like fully closed you cannot remove it. But that's about it. Polyvinyl acetate and butyrol. Okay, that was the B and the A that I didn't have.
Damn, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and okay, PVA is the one that dissolves in water. Okay, because IPS, I think,
we don't
also
have
dissolve
PVA
in water.
here, no. In the office.
In the office, we don't know.
Okay.
No. But yeah, so it's a bit more handy because you don't need as much. I mean, you don't need to put it in the alcohol when it's just water.
Isn't it just as bad?
Oh yeah. No. You don't waste the water in the drain, but at least. Oh, it's used
also,
as actually,
glue for school children and in woodworking. Interesting.
I just said something
Gruby,
wrong.
You are full of facts. I love it.
So yeah, indeed, PVA is the. Now that you mention it, I just lighted something in my brain. Yeah, it's the white glue.
It didn't.
So technically, you can throw it in the drain. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just like if you put the wood glue in the drain, basically.
It's also bad though.
On an ecological matter, no. It can be bad for your drain if you put straight up glue in your drain, yeah. But
I'm gonna go home now and I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna put straight up glue in the drain, so my boyfriend's gonna kill me.
It's like yeah. I don't think it's a good idea, but since it's like water that dissolves support, it shouldn't be. I mean, don't try for your drain, but it shouldn't be too much of a matter.
Has anyone in the chat used both PVA and PVB? And if so, let me know your experience, please. Because I really want to test it out. How would you, though, use this as a support? Would you, when you're putting it onto the profile, when you're like obviously doing everything on Bambu Lab?
Yeah.
When you're doing the color changes, do you just change the color? You know what I mean? When you're doing
So
two?
usually there is a
How do you do
setting
it?
on your slicer. There is a setting to make specific like filaments for support or just the interface layer. And that's interesting because Sebastian said that both are not cheap filaments. And so what
I don't have it.
usually is that's why we kept mentioning the interface layer, is that usually what we do is that we don't print the whole support in the material because it doesn't matter. The only part that interests us is the interface layer. So the part that
So you mean like I would be using PLA, and then like this part it would be PVB.
exactly. Exactly. Because then when you put it in the water or the alcohol, only the top, the interface layer will dissolve, but then the two parts will be detached from each other, and so the problem is solved. So it's a good thing because then you only use that much of filaments on top, which is okay.
I like it, but the only thing I don't like is the fact that because I'm really into it at the moment, is the recycling of like recycled poop or like recycling filament. You know what I mean? And these are two things that you cannot recycle. I mean, okay, like maybe one of like 50 people are recycling their filament poop.
That's the thing.
But
Is
it'd
that
be so nice though if it was able to.
anyway, right now we don't recycle a lot of the
No.
filament and the support, so it's kind of always the same. It's the best support is no support at all. That way you don't have any parts that you throw away. But indeed, if you want a fully recyclable support, the best thing is to have the same material as the support and for the part.
What do you guys do with your support? Do you guys throw it away? Does anyone do like filament recycling here in the chat? If so, how do you do it? If not, do you just throw it away?
I mean, there is a trick with the support that we always give. Like that's always the thing sharing is for the resin. Is that you keep, so this one is a bit too big, but usually it's for a bit smaller part of support. You put them in the VAT and you cured a layer of resin, and then it's act as kind of like a handle that you can pull off all of your clean your cured resin, to clean the VAT. It's like
Interesting.
you make kind of a handle of it. It's a small usage of the support, but that's also the problem with the resin, is that once it's cured like that, there is nothing much you can do. Like it's
You cannot
it go in the
recycle
trash.
resin either, right?
You cannot recycle it. You can reuse it in a way, like you can, I don't know, make powder out of it to make something else, but you cannot melt it. You cannot recycle it like normal filament. I sort it and store all my support and fail print.
The
Still hope to find
advantages
some
and
place to recycle it. Yeah,
I would love to do it. I keep watching these recycled poop, recycled support and stuff, and I find that so nice.
That's the thing, is that we're always looking for company around to take the plastic to recycle it, but it's very the tricky part of it is that you need to have it sort very, very nicely. Like for example, the purge at the beginning, the little string, this one is usually not good because it's a mix of different filaments. So it's also one of the problem of the recycling, is that you need to be sure that it's exactly the same filament, because you cannot recycle PLA and PETG at the same time. But yeah, we wish there was more company that was doing that.
I want to recycle so badly though from our side. It looks so fun. I mean, time consuming as if, but like it'd be so nice.
Yeah, and what Builders Mark said is actually quite interesting with it, is that he melted down to a thin sheet and make guitar picks. Is that some people instead,
How do you melt it down?
because it's plastic. It's like it's.
Do you put it in your oven?
Yeah, for example, you can put it in an oven or like with.
Does it not destroy your oven?
it's not good for you. Usually you do it in a dirty
I hope
oven.
you don't.
Yeah.
I hope you don't. Yeah, please don't. I hope builders mark that you don't cook in your oven.
It's
Please, for your safety's sake, please
And
don't cook in the
the
oven.
thing is that the PLA, for example, is good for that because it's like it doesn't require a very high heat, so you can do it in the oven.
Okay, he uses another oven. Okay,
That's
good.
But
He's got builders mark's got 2 ovens, guys. Time to visit him. Maybe you can recycle our stuff.
or eat in silicone mold with hot air dry. Exactly. That's the good part is that instead of trying to make filament out of it, which is very hard, basically, you can try to make other things. Some people people usually mold it to make like furniture, table, anything like tasty plastic, exactly. And an extra toaster oven for heat treating whatever. Yeah, like a small.
How long
small
does it
oven.
take to melt? Builders mark, Ruby, or Braver Girl? Like if you're doing it, how long does it take to melt?
I mean, for PLA, it must be like if your oven is efficient, it shouldn't
Let's say
take
it's
too much time.
180, 200 degrees.
Oh, it's more than that. It's more than
Really?
that because like I mean, we print PLA at 210 degree, for example. So if you want to I like if you want to really melt it efficiently in a mold, I would say like 180
Stupid
maybe.
question, can you melt PLA, TPU?
You basically all the filament that you put in your printer, you can melt it
Oh my god,
in
that
your
was such a
FDM printer.
Sorry, oh my gosh, that was such a stupid comment from me because I just realized what 3D printing is.
That's I mean that's the basic of
That's like the
principle. The
basic
principle.
Principle. Okay, PLA at 190, 200 for 30 minutes. You just have to watch it.
Yeah.
I wish I had
It's,
2 ovens because I would do it, but I'm not gonna do it. Maybe we can get a mini oven here. Does it stink? Builder's mark?
Yeah. I mean PLA no. I mean
Because burnt plastic, the
yeah,
smell.
it's
it
not
doesn't-
burning. It's melting. So technically it should smell like printing it. It's just that
Okay.
you do it in way bigger quantity, so it can smell bad. PLA it shouldn't be too bad. ABS, for example, it's awful. But PLA it shouldn't be too bad.
What do you do with it once you've like done melting it? What do you use it for? Oh yeah, good topics. But besides that, what do you think you could use it for?
The melting filament, you mean?
Yeah, not much, huh?
I mean,
Not much.
it's like basically everything you want to do with plastic, every plastic part you can do it, just harder to do at home, but you can mold all kind of thing. After being around for 10 to 11 years, you don't really smell it anymore. That's not a good news.
That's not good. That means that your nose is
Maybe vacuum forming.
chemically
Yeah, that too.
destroyed.
Would be. Yeah,
can
no,
melt
it's possible.
into mold for paperweights. Oh, that's actually a cute idea.
Yeah, it's like there is like all kind of thing to do. Random comment. Audio and video are perfectly streamlined.
you.
Well done. Thank you.
Abdul
Thank you.
Halil.
I put much effort in it. Thank you. And I saw the. Oh yeah, it's all thermoplastic. Yeah, that's it. Basically, all the filaments, all the thermoplastic that you put in the FDM printer, you can remelt it. So often the comparison that we give is that the FDM is thermoplastic and the resin is thermoset. And so thermoplastic is like butter or chocolate. You melt it, and when it cools down, it become hard. And you can remelt it, and it become hard, etc., etc. Thermoset is like an egg. Like once it cooked, you cannot uncooked it, basically. And resin is that. Resin it cannot be uncured.
You know what we're talking about melting it down. You know what I really like about Sunlu, and I've mentioned this. We did a stream when we did a recycling filament, that we recycle our filaments. Like not all of them,
Yeah.
but we do try to manage the waste. And some people already got the one that won the giveaway where we did the recycle filament giveaway. They won it, and they also said it was really good filament, and I really like that because not everyone does that, I realized. And it's so important to me, not for everyone, but this is something for me that is like extremely important, like the environment and stuff like that.
And it's like, basically, it doesn't change much of the property of the filament, which is good. Like the PLA the recycled PLA that we have. So it's not made out of poop. It's made out of scrap in the factory. It's not quite the same. But basically, we cannot, since it's recycled, we cannot guarantee that it will be as good as normal PLA. But we use it like in the office for most like prototype or basic task, and it do it very, very nicely. So it's I really like this one too. And the color is very nice.
Yeah. Excellent. I remember someone made vases or something similar. First heating up all the trims on a sheet and then putting the sheet of paper on top of a vase and letting it form. Baking paper. I like that idea.
There's so many. That's the best place for that is Reddit. There's so many good ideas about how to recycle your filaments, how to reuse your filaments. That's very nice. Hello, Emma.
Hi, Emma. You're in time because I was gonna say let's jump into the giveaway. Ooh,
yeah, I think
how
it
nice
starts.
did that rhyme? That's such a crime.
So let's start the giveaway then. I'm just gonna start it anyway. It's gonna be 10 minutes. So
we didn't say what we're winning.
I think I didn't change the code, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So what you guys are being able to win is there's going to be 2 winners like always on Twitch and on YouTube, and each winner will be winning 10 kgs. 10 kgs?
Yeah,
10 bottles
10 kgs.
of resin.
Yeah.
So we're doing resin again because we've been giving away so many different things that we decided it's time to give the people that are resin users resin.
Yeah, we did some quite of like nice giveaway last time, so now it's gonna be resin. So
charmingly, Shamira, I just sent you today the tracking number, so yours is on your way, and I don't know if you sent the guy on Twitch his tracking number yet. I forgot his name. Chris.
I forgot, but the one from the TCT, we are still working on it. It's slowly we're slowly grabbing
it's a lot of forms that we have to do. Chris Josie, yours is also on your way. So
so to participate, exclamation point TCT, because I forgot to change the thing. It's still TCT. It's quite easy. It's okay.
Oh, don't forget you have to be following us in order to win. For the people that are not following us, for Streamlabs to consider your comment, you have to be winning. So if you're not winning, you're not going to be chosen. I mean, winning. If you're not following, you're not going to be chosen. So please follow us.
Follow us when you're on Twitch and subscribe when you're on YouTube.
Yes. And again,
it's important. Even if the bots tell you good luck, that doesn't mean that you can win. That means that you can participate, not necessarily win.
So follow.
Now I want to print some more resin. And yeah, maybe Emma, you're gonna win this time. Finally.
You know, I still want to learn how to do resin because I know you love it so much, and all the prints are always so nice.
Yeah.
It's always so nice.
I hope they are in Germany though. That way we can send the resin ourselves, which would be nice.
Then it would be faster. Then we don't have to go through the process. Because it's a big process. That's why sometimes the giveaway stuff does take longer, because we have to do a big process in order to send it to you guys. But if it's from us, then you will get it faster. So.
By the way, where's the message again? Dad's RC workbench. Watch out. It's exclamation point TCT. To participate, not exit. I know my accent is bad, but maybe not that bad though.
Okay, just to reiterate. Whatever. I don't know how to say it. Whatever. It is what it is. You guys need to follow us in order to win. How did you say it? Illiterate? I am illiterate, but
Reiterate. Reiterate. Thank you, Abyssal.
Me being
Reiterate.
native English.
Reiterate. Reiterate. I entered printing with more filament than resin these days. Oh, okay. I mean, resin is kind of... Yeah, it's always the same. Resin is very messy. I love resin, but it's kind of... Yeah, it's a bit complicated. Comment and win a random wheel would be more fair. I mean, we don't have it. Maybe we could do a wheel. I don't have it, but basically it's a random, it's a randomizer. We still don't choose who wins. It's still random, so everyone has a fair chance. It doesn't matter if it's your first time entering. It doesn't matter if it's your 100th time entering. It doesn't matter if you won already 5 times. It doesn't matter if you won 1 time. Everyone gets the same chance. We don't choose. We don't have any sort of thing. The only thing is that you have to follow in order to win, and you have to comment whatever our comment is for that stream. So this one would be !TCT, but everyone has the fair chance. The comment is just for the bot to register you. So that's why it's important to write it nicely, the !TCT, because if you put something else, the bot won't register you. So it's just to get your ticket. And basically the only thing that we do is that we do a winner on Twitch and a winner on YouTube. And so we draw people, and then the bot give us like, okay, this one is on YouTube, this one is on Twitch. Yeah, because we want both platforms to have a winner. And yeah, I can tell that it's not that we don't choose, because it's always the same people we're winning. Always the same lucky. And if we did choose, it would be too much work. I don't want to choose amongst the chat. Yes, someone commented if we were choosing, there wouldn't be so many repeat winners. Exactly. Not that we don't want people who are watching constantly to win again. That's not what we mean, because we love when you guys participate. We want to talk with you, exchange ideas with you, and we also want you to win. We also want it to be fair, so we don't have any say in it. We don't re-choose. We don't want to re-choose. That's it. Like, we want to be as fair as possible, so just so you guys know. The only thing I can tell is that if you already won, a good thing is that way we don't have to ask your address. We already have it. Because we have it all in your thing. So keep on coming. But no, we don't choose. It's too much work. No. And yeah, that's why there is so many TCT in the chat here, because it's basically the comment to enter the fair. That's the only way. Yeah. Bribe the bot. For now, there is no way to bribe the bot. Maybe there is a way, I don't know. Because I know that you can put some tickets and stuff like that, but for now it's not activated. I doubt it will ever be activated. The giveaway is supposed to be fair. I think that's it. Guys, let's choose the winner. Or, Nicolas? She doesn't... I'm just gonna wait a little bit. There is still... Top entry. Cheat. Oh yeah, I see what you're trying to do to do, matey. Yeah, it's not gonna work. If I want to win, maybe you didn't follow. That's why. Okay, I'm gonna stop the giveaway in like 10 seconds. I have the counter right in front of me. Yes, oh yeah, I didn't said that. What? Next week. Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but yeah, I will be streaming Wednesday next week. Alone, without me. So, alone, exactly. We're gonna continue the normal stream as we... just right before the TCT. And we're gonna do some painting, because in the end I didn't finish the Wukong, so we're gonna finish it. Or try to finish it. And then we're gonna do something else, probably the castle. We will see. Okay. Let's end it. 3, 2, 1. Poof. And now I pick the winner. I mean, I click on the button, pick the winner. Be more clear. Ooh, who's that? And that's 2 new people. That's interesting. Isn't it nice? So the first one is on Twitch, and it's... I mean, is it... Oh, on Twitch, send
Nicola a whisper, or he sends you one?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a whisper directly.
And for YouTube, please contact us on, if you have Instagram, please contact us on Instagram. Just send us a
Thank you,
screenshot of
Julie.
you logged in of your profile, obviously, so we know it's you, and we will get right to it. And if you don't have Instagram, please do it on Reddit? No,
Yeah, Reddit. You can do it on Reddit.
Reddit.
As long as you have a proof that it's your YouTube account, then that's good.
Or LinkedIn,
We're gonna all LinkedIn.
because
Yeah,
it has to
we're
be
gonna.
ones that we have access to.
We're working on a
new
email
way.
address, probably, or
Yes.
like a new way for you to contact us more easily. So the first winner on Twitch is Fluffy Wolf Hugs. Didn't this name kind of ring a bell? But I don't
no,
think
it doesn't ring a bell to me at all.
I don't think you won.
Like, at all. I've never heard that name.
Screenshot or didn't
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Emma. It will be maybe
Hey,
next time.
Fluffy Wolf Hugs, you won. Congrats.
And the other one, so it's on YouTube. And it's Hater Channel.
I love your name.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please, again, like I said, contact us on Instagram with the logged in screenshot of your profile, or on Reddit, or on LinkedIn.
So,
Yeah.
je suis pas mauvaise perdante un jour. Oh yeah. One day you will have it.
I have finger crosses for everyone, especially the people that are always in the chat.
And it's,
We appreciate you guys.
I'm sure you will win when the day we'll do like a very, very big giveaway. Like, you know. So yeah. Keep
So
up.
Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm happy that for the people that won, congratulations.
Okay,
Imagine
just-
claiming the win on LinkedIn. I swear on my life,
I
I thought
mean-
the same thing. I was like, anything's possible. You just have to believe.
I mean, maybe. if that's your thing, go for it.
I don't know. I think everyone should have LinkedIn. So, and
I don't know.
I have access to LinkedIn, so I can see your messages.
Okay. I'm just gonna send a whisper to Fluffy Wolf then, and
Great.
and that's gonna be it. Same start time as today,
Claim
next
the
week.
win on
Exactly. It's gonna be next Wednesday, so the 23rd at 8. So we will be together. Maybe I say 8. Maybe it's gonna be 7. So we have more time.
Oh,
Well, you
nice.
will see. Follow us on social media. I will post something on Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, everything. So follow us to be sure. It's probably going to be 7. Yeah, it's probably going to be 7. That way we have a bit more time. Because last
Hey.
time it was quite short.
Quick, before we go, Hater Channel, do you know what your Instagram, or I don't know if you want to publish it, never mind. I wanted to ask you what your handle was so I know easier, but maybe you don't want to show everyone what's your name on Instagram. Because I can look at the messages.
Oh yeah, for the winner. Oh my god. I thought you were talking about me and I was like, but I don't have Instagram. Oh yeah, for 8 channel, of course.
Anyways. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Well then, see you next week. We're gonna do some painting. Thank you for coming to the stream today, and have a nice evening, nice day, and see you.
See you guys.
That's just see you. Bye.